Hey loves, welcome to my YouTube channel, Vamidanu. So today we are making Kontomire stew or Palava sauce. This is one of my favorite foods and I kid you not, I can eat rice and Kontomire stew every day and I'll not get tired of eating it. Not to brag, but I make a really mean Kontomire stew as well, so you may want to watch to the end to watch how I make it. For starters, I have here my thinly sliced kontomire or cocoyam leaves that have been thoroughly washed with salt and water. So I've transferred that into my cooking pot now and I'm going in with water and then salt. I'll cover that and leave that to cook for roughly 10 minutes. It is important to pre-cook your kontomire instead of directly adding it to your stew base because it's going to get rid of any itchiness that comes with eating kontomire stew. So my kontomire is cooked now and I'm going to drain any excess water with the help of a colander and I'm going to set that aside for later. Moving on to my stew base, I'll pour enough palm oil into my saucepan, heat that up. Once it's sizzling, I'm going to transfer my tuna into the palm oil and then fry for roughly 5 minutes till it's nice and firm on the outside. Doing this does not only enhance the taste and flavor of the stew base, but it's also going to prevent the fish from breaking apart or tearing apart easily. Next, I'll be going in with some thinly sliced onion. I used one small sized onion for this. To that, I'll add some cured fish or momone. This is going to give it that distinct local Ghanaian taste. Once the onions are nicely caramelized and the momone slightly dissolved, I would add some sliced tomatoes. I used 5 tomatoes for this. Now, the goal here is to let the tomatoes soften a bit. This should probably take 5 minutes. For our pepper mix, we'll need some red scotch bonnets, garlic, ginger, and 2 small-sized onions. I'll blend that with a little water and proceed to transfer that into our stew base. I'll give that a very good mix. So I like to go straight ahead to season my stew. So I added 1 Maggi cube and then some salt to taste. I'll leave that to cook for roughly 10 minutes before going in with my protein of choice. So I added some crabs, some pre-cooked wele, dried fish, and my tuna. So once that is done, we'll give that a very good mix and leave that to cook for roughly 5 minutes so that the proteins can soak into the stew and also release some of its delicious flavors into the stew. Whilst that is cooking, I have here some agushi or melon seeds and I'm adding 4 eggs to that. If you don't like agushi, you can stick to just adding only eggs, or if you don't like either, you can omit them completely. It's optional. So I'll mix my agushi and my eggs thoroughly, and once I think the stew is nice and dry, I'll gently scoop the agushi and egg mixture and drop it into the stew like this. For my next step, I'll cover this and leave it to cook for roughly 5 to 7 minutes so that the agushi can cook well or form well. Once 7 minutes is up, I'll check on the agushi and then gently flip and turn so that the agushi can cook on all sides. And then I'm going to cover that again so that it can cook properly. These steps are very important because if you don't cook your agushi well, it will have a very funny taste or a weird taste which you would not like. Once the stew looks nice and dry, I'm going to add my kontomire, my cooked kontomire, to the stew and gently give that a good mix till everything is nicely and evenly combined. So at this stage, the kontomire is already cooked, so you don't need to cook it for long, but then I'll just cover it and leave it to cook for an additional 3 minutes or so, and then we are good to go. So this is what my kontomire stew looks like now. Absolutely delicious. So like I stated earlier, I love to pair my kontomire stew with rice, so I did just that. I paired my kontomire stew with rice, but others love to pair it with yam, plantain, cocoyam, and other side dishes. But for me, rice is the only option. Anyways, we've come to the end of this video. If you found this video helpful, if you found it useful, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel for more delicious recipes from me. Thanks for watching and bye.